Hi there, welcome to the new Q&A, and we have reached 100 subscribers!
Yay!
Which is awesome! So, we decided to give a big thanks to you and show what we've done with all the cash we've made from running our awesome YouTube channel. We bought ourselves a special gift and now we're going to enjoy it.
Yes. Oh.
Yours.
Yes.
So it's got chocolate in it. Chocolate's awesome. Roman's never had chocolate.
Mine's chocolate. It's caramel.
They had caramel. I've got chocolate.
I'm gonna top it all the way. This is so nice. It's like too big for your mouth. It's just so nice.
So is it worth doing YouTube then?
You had a good run.
I had a good run, haven't we? Got a bun out of it.
Cash ball. Yeah.
Oh right.
Be very careful.
Is she still filming?
Oh.
Okay, so we're having a Q&A. Thanks for the 100 subscribers. You're awesome. Every single one of you. Even the guy with the hat. We've got some questions, new questions for our Q&A, haven't we? From our lovely viewers who've asked us questions.
Yeah. Sure. Right. What?
Questions. Q&A. There's only one person in the world who gets the white cream all over me, and it's not you.
Right, it's Shell Shock M3, 6 years ago.
Shell Shock, hi.
Hello.
M3 thing.
Hello, I am a new subscriber.
Hi.
Your channel, and I love these Q&A videos. You are doing a great job and deserve more viewers and subscribers.
I agree.
I am not sure how the question submission works, but I have one. Both of you seem very educated. I'm so sorry. Oh God. I got it.
So we will now start again. Right. I get the gist of the question.
The views seem to be hearing.
Didn't they?
What the hell? Laughing at me. Hello, I am a new subscriber to your channel and I love these Q&A videos. You are doing a great job. And you should have more viewers and subscribers. I am not sure how the question submission works, but But I have one. Both of you seem very educated in history, in ancient history, and I'm just wondering if there are any sources, like books or documentaries, that you would recommend to learn more about this time period. Thank you for the videos, and keep it up.
Right. Best way. Thank you for the question. So, best way to answer a question is just ask a question on there and we will read it and add it to a Q&A video. That's as easy as it is. If I get time I will write an answer with my fingers on the keyboard, but I don't often get time to do that. And you just made that go away.
Yeah, because you're answering the question.
Yeah, oh never mind. Okay. History, best places to get it. If you're into audiobooks at all, if you're not into reading, then audiobooks are a good way to go. Most history books are an audiobook anyway, so you can simply look at free audiobooks online. In fact, if you go onto YouTube and put in History of the Roman Empire, you can get the Four Emperors, Joe Bagel stuff, the history of practically every single Roman emperor, and just listen to the audiobooks. They're all done by people who just like history, and they read the books and you can listen to them while you're painting, and I find it very, very useful. Book wise, you can also buy the books, obviously. Go to Amazon, type in history, Roman Empire, bingo, sorted. If you like documentaries, then History of the Roman Empire is quite a good one. Which version is it that's your favourite?
Rise and Fall of an Empire.
Rise and Fall of an Empire. Unfortunately, it's very America-centric and isn't entirely historically accurate, but it's a good series to watch, and it's got hacking and slaying in it as well. People dressing up as Romans and hitting each other, which is always fun. And it because you have to condense a unbelievably complicated history into one episode, you don't really get time. You have to oversimplify it. In reality, history is far more complicated than this guy didn't like that guy, so they had a civil war. But they do a pretty good job, I must admit. So that one, there's a few others around there. The BBC did a good documentary series about the Romans as well, didn't they?
Yep.
I can't remember what that one was called. You watch these?
Nope, I don't. His teacher watched them.
Okay, I'll leave it to that then. So they are type history into Google, and you're bound to find people who have put videos on for it and stuff, and that's about it. I would completely recommend, if you're doing Romans, to get Julius Caesar's book. It's a book actually written by Julius Caesar, about 40 BC, which is interesting that we have a book written by Julius Caesar and yet we have very little works from other important figures, which I'm not going to get into. So Julius Caesar's book is excellent. It gives a complete explanation of what the Celts were like and Julius Caesar's campaigns and how he fought the battles. He describes his troops, he describes the enemies he's fighting, what they're dressed like, how they fought, the terrain he's fighting in, and it gives you a really good idea of what it was really like to be there. Caesar was, after all, his own biographer, so you can't entirely trust everything he wrote back to Rome, but you can pretty much trust the stuff he said about the Celts and stuff, because he didn't have an axe to grind, and he quite liked the Celts. He grew up in Gaul after all, and so most of his friends were Celts. So you know his teacher was a Celt. Yeah, so very, very good book by Julius Caesar. There are other books: Josephus's History of the Roman Empire, Joe Bagel-Bury's book as well, a series of books about the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. Yeah, just type them in, Google them. In fact, YouTube them. Google, type them into YouTube and you'll find them. I did put a couple of links on the answer I replied to you, which if you just click on them, hopefully you'll like what you find.
Anyone else wants to have a look?
Yeah, and anyone else?
It's on Hail Caesar Q&A episode 9.
Yep. And I found the Year of the Four Emperors to be very well read. Sometimes audiobooks, because they're read by volunteers and many of them aren't English, some of them are quite badly pronounced and stuff, but I actually found that one to be one of the best. I found it very good. And they're really getting to reading it, which is some books you listen to. The guy reading it is bored, and some Romans turned up and did some fighting and then went home. And that's what you get. Whereas these are actually quite well done. But that's enough of me waffling about books. What's the next?
Curtis Brown said on the Why We Like Hail Caesar, good job. Have you ever played an historical battle such as Zama, Heracles, etc.? Or are most all of your battles more of the what? Of fictional type? Also, actually, I'll answer that first.
Answer that first. Yeah, we haven't actually done much in the way of historical battles with this Hail Caesar figures, these Hail Caesar figures, because we didn't have enough figures to fight a historical battle. The historical battles tend to be rather large, and we only have, what, six Roman units, so we don't have enough figures to actually refight.
Christmas is coming up.
Yeah, Christmas is coming up, which is awesome. We did do
15 more days.
We did do a little mock of the Battle of Beth Horon, which was really a playtest of how the rules worked, which was fun. The Jews completely won, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, totally trashed the Romans. With our old 10mm stuff, we did do historical battles set in the Greco-Persian War and the Ionian Revolt. In fact, we did a whole series of battles, famous battles from the Ionian Revolt. Unfortunately, we weren't doing YouTube then, so we didn't film them. Unfortunately, we also sold all the 10mm stuff to buy this stuff, so we do intend to be doing it later, but we'll keep you updated as to how we go. And we are going to be doing historical battles from various bits around this anyway, so yeah. What was the thing?
Right, next says also, what is the typical point value for your one-off battles?
The one-off battles we usually set up for about 300 points each, give or take, depending on how many figures we've got, you know, what we can afford. The campaign we just fought was entirely based on points, so any unit killed during the battle was lost. You didn't get any points back, and so your armies got smaller and smaller, you got less reserves, and eventually one side wins. That's how real life works. Some of the battles we had the Romans with, what, 200-300 points and the Jews with 600 points. So yeah, we had some pretty interesting ones. Points are just a good way of saying this is how many units you can have. I wouldn't take points too seriously, especially if you're doing historical battles, because if you're going to do some of Caesar's battles, he was so outnumbered it was unbelievable, and the points won't reflect that. Really, you should have 10 legions on the table and 50 boxes of Celts and see who wins. So that's how it works. But generally, I'd say between 300 and 500 points on average the games we do, depending on what we're doing. Yeah, that's about it.
Right, next question is, have you ever considered playing or collecting the earlier Republican Rome era, such as the Carthaginian Wars? Right.
We're getting Marian Roman. We had Marian Roman in 10mm, we've got rid of it, we're going to be getting it in 28mm. And we're going to be able to do the Julius Caesar's campaigns, the civil war between Marius and Sulla, the civil wars between Pompey and Julius Caesar and Mark Antony and all that. There's quite a lot we could do. We can get the Egyptians, the Romans fighting side by side against other Romans, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's lots of stuff we can do with those. At the moment we haven't got any Caesarian Romans because the Caesarian Romans we're using in the Jewish army at the moment, and I don't intend to repaint them. So we will be getting Caesarian Romans. We'll probably be getting them from Warlord, because I like the figures fitting in better with the ones I've already got because they're shorter. And we can also use most of the support, like the peltasters and stuff, for the same army. So yeah, so we will be doing Caesarian Roman. So don't worry about that. As for the Carthaginians, I don't know. I don't really want to do Republican Roman because it's not a very good army. We don't like playing Republican Roman, do we?
No.
No. Republican Roman army is pretty much dross. That's why they kept losing. Imperial Roman and to a slightly lesser extent Marian Roman was a pretty good army to play, an interesting army to play. Republican to me is very messy. You got 3 different primary troop types and they're not very good troops, to be honest. They weren't very good troops. So there you go.
That's all the questions.
Is that all the questions? Well, that's it. This has been our 100th. No, it hasn't been our
100 subscriber video.
100 subscriber video, which is awesome. Thank you very much for the buns. I will finish mine later.
And our 100th subscriber was It's want. It's want. It's want.
Each want.
Each want.
Ich want.
Each
Ich
want.
want.
Each want.
I want. Come on.
I want.
Could be fine. You never know. Oh, hang on. He's got a German tank as his logo. What is that? It's a...
He's definitely British.
Yeah, Tiger. So, yeah, he's probably German. Could be German. You never know. Are you German? Let us know, because we want to know these things.
Well, his videos all look English.
Well, it could be English. Who likes Germans? You're an English person who likes Germans. That's also awesome. I like Germans. We don't actually do any Germans at the moment, do we? Because we painted all our Germans as Chinese, which is always a fun, interesting thing to do. For long, complicated reasons.
Very popular.
Yeah, he does lots of Flames of War stuff. So go and have a look at his site. He's awesome. Yeah, cool. Nice one. We'll have a look at those later, won't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do quite like Germans. Well, not personally Germans, obviously. Well, no, I mean I like Germans. But the German army is quite an interesting army to play. No, the German army is an interesting army to play. Although, points value, if you're going to do a game, then the Germans should be horrifically outnumbered in points.
There's also a guy with a British flag with a guy there.
Yeah, that's awesome too. No, it looks more like a chicken.
Oh, it is!
So, if you're going to play World War II, you need to outnumber the Germans by about between 5 and 8 to 1.
Don't carry away, don't get carried away.
No, which is actually quite awesome because you can still win as Germans. Because the Germans are pretty good troops. Although, bear in mind, 1 in 3 of all German casualties were taken in the last 8 months of the war. So, those odds really didn't help them, did it? Are you doing that for a reason?
Just subscribers.
Oh, right, yeah. 100 subscribers is cool. Odd video, I know.
We'll do your dance ready. Ready?
We haven't finished yet. Odd video, I know. We've tried to fill in any answers and questions you had. We didn't have many to answer, but we wanted to do a 100 video close to the 100 because we did 100. That's awesome. We actually got to 100 subscribers. I didn't think we'd ever do it, but we did. And it didn't take too long either. So that's it. I hope you like our Jewish army down here, if you can see it. I don't know.
There's a video on that. Coming soon.
And
no.
yeah, you'll be able to watch a video about that.
I think this will be on first.
I'm not sure which order we're going to put them on.
Well, we've got 100 subscribers, so I think we should do it first.
Yeah, we could do. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do that. That'd be awesome. What? Hi.
Remember that.
Right then. Thank you very much for watching. You've been absolutely brilliant. And please subscribe. Leave any questions. If you leave a question, we will answer it. No problem whatsoever. And the next campaign is starting. And we want one last thing. We want to ask you, who should play the Romans?
Yes. Who should play the Romans and who should play the Jews?
Yes.
Ask twice down below. We'll count the votes and subscribe.
That's not what we were saying though. But never mind.
That's what the person behind the camera was saying.
Yeah, well, even on the person behind the camera.
Right, ready? Go to dance.
Yeah.
For ending.
100 subscribers. Thank you very much. Good day.